If your blowouts aren't looking like this, here are some of the mistakes you're making. If your hair is oily at all, don't even waste your time, Miss Diva. Especially if you have the issue of your blowout falling flat after like 10 minutes. The natural oils of your hair are gonna weigh it down, especially at the root where we really want volume. The products that you use, some of them are optional and it really depends on your hair type, but everybody should be using a heat protectant. Heat protectant is the sunscreen of the hair. I like to throw in a little bit of leave-in conditioner, and then I'll just kind of run my hands through my hair a few times to evenly distribute those. If your blowout's falling flat after a short period of time, I want you to get into a volumizing mousse. I'm trying a new one today. This one's from Strictly Curls. I'll flip my hair one direction and push it into the root, flip it the other way, push it into the roots, and then we're also going to do some scrunching with it. We'll also run a wide tooth comb through it just to make sure we don't have clumps. We don't want the hair soaking wet and we don't want it bone dry. I just washed my hair. It's been in a towel for like 30 minutes. I'm also going to give it a rough dry. You can either use a round brush and a blow dryer. That's the traditional way to do a blowout, and that will get you the best result. It's a lot harder to do that method on myself, so I use a little dryer brush. In my opinion and experience, these will cause more heat damage than a round brush blow dryer situation, but it is significantly easier. If your blowouts are turning out too curly, the diameter of the brush that you're using and the rollers that you're using are too small. The smaller these are, the tighter the curls are going to be. If your blowout is really flat at the root, you're probably blow drying it straight down like this. The higher the angle you hold your hair as you're blow drying it, the more volume you're gonna get. This is gonna give me root flat. We're doing this. I'm keeping my hair wrapped around this or the round brush until I'm ready to put the roller in. I want the hair to cool down when it's around the roller so that we can get the most volume. I'm not going to take my roller, place it at the root of my hair, and then wrap my hair around the roller. I will scoop my hair at the root, wrap the end of my hair around it, then roll it towards my head. Think about drying each strand in 3 separate sections: roots, mids, ends. When I put a roller in, I want to be able to wiggle my head around and her not fall out. If she's flopping around and falling out, that means I have too much hair in that section on the roller. Notice how I'm putting the rollers underneath the strand of hair. If I put my rollers on top of my hair like this, it takes the roots that are right here and flattens them straight down. I want this roller to sit under the hair so that the root will go up. Volume. The lazier you are with your sectioning, the lazier your blowout's gonna look. There are a million different roller patterns you can use. I'm gonna show you the easiest one. I section right above the ears, scoop all of this hair, throw it on top of my head, and I love these clips. It's about this much hair at the base of my neck. The next section is going to be right about here, all the way from ear to ear. I've got 2 sections left. To figure them out, I'm going to take about the width of one of my rollers and make a mohawk section, get this girl out of the way, and the rest of this is going to be a half circle around that section. Once I'm on my last section, this mohawk section, I'm going to work from back to front. I'm going to line the rollers up like this, and they're going to go behind the strand of hair. When it comes to taking out Velcro rollers, the mistake I see a lot of people make is completely unrolling it like that. See how she got kind of frizzy? I want you to pretend that this Velcro roller is a round brush. Unroll it a little bit from the head, and once you can, to slide it out and give her a little twist. You want the Velcro roller to have the ability to grab onto the strands of hair as it's leaving so that we get nice and smooth. Doing a blowout with a curling iron is not a blowout. There has to be an element of blow for it to be a blowout. And finally, a blowout is an art form. Some people dedicate their entire lives just to perfecting the blowout. So don't expect it to look great the first few times you do it. Everybody's method is a little bit different, and you've got to find the one that works for you.